Hi everyone, it's Liza and welcome to my channel. So I wanted to come film today, and I don't want my channel to be just on makeup tutorials. I want it to be a lot more than that. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. If you guys didn't know this, I do work at Sephora and I got this job around February. Around February. It's been a couple of months, so I wanted to come sit down and film on how I got the job at Sephora, my experience, and tips and tricks, and just all that good stuff. Just because when I applied for Sephora, I looked at so many videos on it. I looked up questions they asked at the interview. So this is my experience, so I can share you guys on how I got the job. Maybe it'll help you if you're thinking of applying for Sephora or any job, honestly. I wanted to film it as soon as possible just because I don't want to forget any of the questions and my experience. So yeah, let's just get on to the video. Okay, so yeah, it is my first job. I did apply when I was 18. Okay, so I did apply online and that's how I did it. Yeah, so it took about a week, 5 days, you know, basically. They called me, I was so excited and all giddy. They told me if I could come in for a group interview, and I think it was like maybe 2 days. Yeah, it was 2 days after I got the call, and it was a group interview. So I wore just concept colors. I wore black slacks, black heels, black blazer, and I think light cream pink shirt. Yeah, and I did wear a full face of makeup. I kept it a little neutral. So at the interview, it was 3 of us. I did come very early. I came maybe like 30 minutes early or 15, and I waited outside because I didn't want to seem way too early. And then it was about 15 to 10 minutes early for me to, you know, until my interview. So I just went in, and there's always a greeter, and you know, I told her, oh hey, I'm here for my interview. I know I'm early, but I thought it'd be good for me to be early than late. So one of the managers came in, took me into the back, into the room. Then the other girls came in as well, and I met both of them. One of them actually got the job with me, which I love her so much. We actually sat down and she asked us a few questions. I was literally smiling so much, and my cheeks hurt after that. But yeah, it was so hilarious though. Like, I was literally like that the entire time. Okay, so it's the 3 of us in the room, and it's a group interview. So how the manager does do how she did the interview was, she would ask the question, one person would answer it first, the other person would answer it second, and the other answer, you know, last. You know, just in that kind of order, just so everybody has a chance to answer the question first. So here are a few questions that she did ask, because when I was searching up on questions about this interview, I literally searched up every single question you can imagine, because I wanted to be super prepared and I wanted my answer to be very concise and just a really thought out answer. So one of the questions she did ask was why, you know, we wanted to work at Sephora. And that question is kind of obvious. Yes, because you love makeup. So she did make it a point that, you know, other than makeup, why do you want to work at Sephora? So how I answered was that it is a passion of mine. I definitely want to become a makeup artist or do something in the makeup artistry world. And I told her how it would really mean a lot to me because I get to be exposed to all these different brands and just learn so much. Definitely be yourself and just be genuine in your answers. So another question was, if a client wanted to return a broken fragrance bottle, like what do you do? So what I answered was that I would follow the store procedures, but that's what I answered it as. Just, you know, that's what I definitely think. I would follow the store procedures, but definitely I would be nice and have respect for the client. Even if that client has attitude, I'll definitely just show them, you know, positivity and kill them with kindness. That's what I always say. And then another one was past job experience, and the other girls had job experience and I hadn't. So I talked about ROTC, about my experience that way. So one of the questions were, you know, how you felt about your boss, what you liked about your manager in your past job. So I did talk about one of my instructors. I talked about how they're very nice, but they're strict when they need to be, and when something needs to be done, it needs to be done. Oh, another one was how we worked with our other coworkers in our past job. So I obviously didn't have coworkers, or how I had to deal with different clients. That was another question. So, you know, I didn't have any of that type of experience, so I did talk about RTC again. And one of them was working with coworkers or working with clients in that way was or dealing with clients was that I always had to be I was very friendly, same thing as my instructors, but strict when I needed to be, because in ROTC I was the commanding officer, so I was, you know, top of the chain in command, and, you know, I had to lead a lot of people. So that was a challenge for me because it's not anything a lot of people experience, especially in high school. You're a leader of a bunch of students. A few situations I did have was separating friends, you know, school and friends, from ROTC business. Definitely separate those two, because when you're in a power of leadership, you definitely need to separate friends from work, because they'll take advantage of you, and I had that a lot in ROTC. So that was just basically my answer. I'm still trying to think all the other questions she did ask, but basically that's what it was, because you know, everybody had to give an answer. Okay, so after that, she let us know she'll give us a call for our next interview, that we'll be expecting a call maybe that night or the following day. That night I actually got the call, and I was so happy. I was actually grocery shopping, and they called me. They're like, oh, come in for your second interview. I was like, okay, yay. And I was like so excited. I was like, it was so glad to meet you guys. I'm so excited for my next interview. Okay, so this is my next interview. This is actually a one-on-one me with the store director. So it's a little bit more of pressure. So I was very nervous. I wore concept colors again. I came in, like, again, 15 minutes early. She asked me why I wanted to work at Sephora. Gave her the same answer. Then she also asked me what I can bring to Sephora. What can I bring to the table? And I told her that I am very hardworking. I would bring a very positive attitude. I have a good work ethic. After that, you know, she asked me if I had any questions. I had a ton of questions. Okay, I know sometimes when they put you on a spot like that, you're like, oh, what do I ask? I had tons and tons of questions to ask. So I was like, oh, so how busy does it get? And I do work at a very high, fast, busy Sephora, so she let me know that. And I also asked about our uniforms, all that policy. She did let me know that. We'll go over that through our orientation. She did tell me about Gratis, which is actually free makeup that Sephora gives to all the cast members, which is awesome. Oh my god, who does not love free makeup? And she did say she wanted to give me an offer to work at Sephora, and to me that means you gave me a job, you know, like, oh my god. So she told me that she would give to look out through my emails, because that's where I'll get my offer, and I just have to sign it. I was so excited. I was just like, oh god, yes, please. So some tips that I wanted to give you guys. Yes, wear concept colors. Don't forget red, black, and white. Get your nails done. Unlike me right now, I have no nail polish at all, so I'm actually gonna go get my nails done after this video. Wear makeup. Definitely wear makeup. Make sure your hair is nice and out of your face, unlike me right now. Definitely be yourself, be genuine, and always smile and be positive. Those are my tips for you guys when you're going through your interview or any interview at all. My first day was actually February 15th. It was my birthday. Yeah, I started working on my birthday, and this is actually what I wore right over here. So yeah, now working at Sephora. It's been over a little 2 months. Yeah, a little over 2 months now. Now working there, I know I don't have a lot of experience, but I have experienced a lot ever since I started working. I know a lot more, and it being my first job, it is crazy, and I'm just so grateful. I do work at a very busy Sephora. We get a lot of foot traffic. I know it gets difficult working in retail. It gets really difficult dealing with clients, but you always have to smile and put your best foot forward and just be positive and kill them so hard with your kindness, because I've had a lot of that. And when I just smile and I tell them thank you, they just smile back, and they just, like, I know that I did change their day or something, because you never know what they're going through. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that topic. If you guys like these videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment if you guys have any more questions. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat. That's where I actually show all my Gratis hauls. I don't like to show them on YouTube that much, just because on Snapchat I feel like I get to explain more, just so you guys get to see it. So don't forget to follow me on there. Don't forget to subscribe so you guys can stay tuned for all of my videos. It would mean so much to me, honestly. And yeah, I love you guys all so much, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!